What about like 7 and 8 where there's two variables?
It doesn't make a difference. Okay, so 8.
Yeah, can you do it?
So 8 is negative 4 square root of 18mn squared. Okay. So, worry about the numbers, then the variables. The negative 4 is just going to be multiplied by whatever we get. So 18, perfect square and 18.
9 and 2.
9 and 2. Once you do this enough, you're going to start skipping to those perfect squares. So I'm going to take the square root of 9, the square root of 2. I'm going to take the square root of m, and I'm going to take the square root of n squared. I'm just doing them independently. So what is the square root of 9? 3. Okay, the square root of 2, so that's gone. Cross it out if you need to. Don't scribble it out, just one line. Square root of 2, could I do anything with that? No. So it's square root of 2. Now, m is to what power? 1. So 2 cannot go into that evenly, can it?
No.
So am I going to do anything with it? No. So it's going to stay in just like that. Now, I'm going to divide n squared by what? 2, because that's the root I'm doing, right? So 2 goes into 2 how many times?
1.
1. Is there any left over?
No.
Nope. So this is gone. So there's a 1 there. And then I have what's left in the square root.
2m.
And what do I do with the negative 4 and the 3?
You times them.
So I get negative 12 n square root of 2m. I could give you 16 variables, and it doesn't matter. You just go through them each. Yes, Emma?
I don't know how, but I got 36m. Like, I did everything right, but I got 36m.
Don't know. Inside the square root, you had 36m?
It's negative 36m square root of 2m.
Oh. Huh. That's interesting. I have no clue. You have no numbers that could have gotten you 36? Huh. Okay, next page. Yes.
13.
13?
And 15. But
Okay, so 13. 13 is addition, subtraction. What did we say about addition, subtraction? Can I just add any of them anytime I want?
only if they have the same thing you
Only if they have the same radicand, the stuff under the radical. Radicand is a cool word. It's a rad word. Ha-ha. Okay, so is square root of 3 simplified?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, is 27 simplified? Square root of 27? No.
3
3 and 9, right? So I have 9 and 3. So I have to do what I was doing before I could even add, right? So what's the square root of 9? So I have 3 square root of 3, correct? And then I have square root of 3. What number is out in front of this first square root of 3? A 1. So listen to my words carefully. I have 1 square root of 3, and I have 3 square roots of 3. So how many square roots of 3 do I have? 4.
I see what I did wrong.
Okay. When you're doing this, the reason I said don't erase your work is so you can see exactly what you're doing wrong. If you got it wrong, look. Gracie, what'd you do wrong? Share with us.
I decided to drop down the 9 instead of
Instead of taking the square root.
yes, and I decided to add it to the 1, and I got 10 with the
Okay.
root of
So how many of you are doing that? How many of you are going 9 and 3 and forgetting to take the square root of it? Only 1? Okay, well that's good. Are you sometimes? Okay, now my question for you is when you're writing the 9 and 3, are you remembering to put the square root over it? And you're just still not doing it?
yeah.
Okay, well stop that.
I will.
Okay, that's all I can say about it, right? You know you're supposed to be doing it, so make sure you do it.
I think I.
So why don't you look at 16 now and see if you can do it on your own? Okay,
You mean 15?
or 15, yeah. Other questions? Next person on this page. It means everyone else got it right? All the rest of them right on that page? 16. Okay. So I got negative square root of 12 plus 2 square root of 27. Now, as they are, I cannot add them, correct?
Yeah.
So, 12
2 and 6.
Perfect square.
4 and 3.
4 and 3. Okay, you can go with your 2 and 6, but then you have to break down your 6. You have to keep going. Does that make sense? Okay. Do you want me to do it with the 2 and 6 so you can see it?
I mean, I did 2 and 6 and 3 and 9.
Okay. So, if you did 2 and 6, you would also have to do 2 and 3. You would have to keep going. And you stopped at the 2 and 6, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I went 3 and 2 and 3.
Okay, so you would have 2 times 2 times 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could bring out a 2. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2. So either way, I'm going to get negative 2 square root of 3. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, but just by doing the 4. Okay, did the rest of you do 9 and 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so the square root of 9 is 3. So I have to bring out a 3. So 2 times 3 is what? 6.
Oh.
Square root of 3. Did you forget to multiply?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So now can I add them? Actually, I'm going to subtract them. But can I combine them now?
Yeah.
Yes. So I have negative 2 and I have positive 6. So I have how many?
4.
4. Gerhardt, is what you forgot to do is
Yeah.
multiply? Okay. Did you get your 15? 4 square root of 6?
Mhm.
Good job.
But I got a question.
Mhm.
So, you know how we just did that and no,
How'd you get 6?
the 2 and the 3.
Yes?
No matter how many 2s there are, I keep on wanting to add them because there's 2 2s. You add them, and then it makes 4, and then I would want to reduce it again, and then it goes to 2. I mean, do the square root of it, and it goes.
Well,
to
if
2,
you're
and I
okay, the
reduce.
problem is you're adding and this is multiplication. So maybe you need to put your dots,
Well, I do, and then
but you still add them.
yeah, but no. So if I do 2 times 2, well, I'm at the same thing because I was doing 2 plus 2 because it's 2 times 2.
Right, but then when you got 3s, you would add them and not
you
multiply.
go 4, and I keep on putting 4 down
Yeah.
because
You're forgetting to take the square root.
no, that's not it. No, I keep on multiplying them because there's 2
Mhm.
2s instead of 1.
Right, but you're not taking the square root. Because I can go, gentlemen, stop please. If you go, what Gracie is saying she's doing is she's going down to 2, 2, and 6. And then she's going, 4. And so she's bringing out a 4. What is she forgetting to do? You're still forgetting to take the square root. You're adding an extra step. If you go to 2, 2, and 3, all you have to do is bring out one of that set. You don't have to multiply them and then. Does that make
And then
sense?
You have to bring out one of them, no
Yes.
matter how many there are.
No, like, okay, if I came out with 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, okay? I have 1 set of 2. I have 2 set of 2. Actually, we're going to 3, 5. And I have a set of 3s. So I'm going to bring out a 2, a 2, a 3. So that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, and I'm left with 2 times 5.
So you would only bring out one of each.
Right,
one.
because this would be 4 times 4 times 2 times 9 times 5. What is the square root of 4?
2,
2. What is the square root of 4?
2,
What is the square root of 9?
3.
And you're left with a 2 and a 5.
Um,
So you see what I'm saying? You're adding an extra step. You're breaking it all down and then you're going back up.
that's what I keep on doing. I'm getting so confused.
Stop. Stop.
And then I just leave it with the 4 thing.
Okay, 17 through 24.
Can you do 21?
I want 22.
I don't want
Are you want one before that?
All of them?
Well, like,
Okay, guys, if you missed one, okay, I'm going to give you a minute. Because 19 and 17 through 20, I'm going to give you a second. Try to fix any of the ones you missed. I'm going to give you a minute. Because we've done one. That, guys, going through and picking through what you did wrong is the best way for you to learn. That is why I assign those problems that are what went wrong. What did they do wrong? Okay, 18. Did you get 15 square root of 2?
No, I got 33 with the square root of 2.
Okay. 18 should have been 9 and 2, yes? What's the square root of 9?
3.
3. What is 3 times 3?
9.
9. So you should have 9 square root of 2 for the first term.
Oh, I know what I did.
What'd you do, Cody?
I forgot to take the square root of 4. And then I just times 4 times 3 and got 12.
Okay.
I added it and then I multiplied.
Okay, there is no addition. There is no addition in this whole thing until you're done. I tried to tell you that yesterday. I've tried to tell you that today. There is no
Well, if you get
addition.
15 with the square root of 10, and then I add it. Then you have 18 with the square root of 2, and then I added it in. I got 33 with the square root of 2.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Watch. 18 is 9 and 2.
Yes.
The square root of 9 is 3.
Yes.
So 3 times 3 is 9.
Uh-huh.
Square root of 2. No addition.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 8 is 4 and 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. Square root of 2. So 9 plus 6 is 15.
Oh, I know what I did wrong.
Okay, so stop it. Okay, 19. You should have negative 9 square root of 6.
E.
Okay, 20. You should have negative square root of 2.
Oh, I got that one right.
Okay. Are we getting better?
Uh-huh.
Whew. Okay, 21, 22, 23.
I got a question on 24 though. I don't know what I did. I got it wrong.
On 24?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember I told you yesterday is to get rid of those dots and put what? Parentheses.
That's what I did.
Because this is not subtraction, it is what? Multiplication. So when I multiply, it's just like a big square root. This negative comes out in front. So 6 is what times what? 3 and 2. And then we have 2. What do I have a set of? 2's, right?
Yeah.
So I can bring out a 2. So I have negative 2 square root of 3.
I don't know what I did, but I had the 2 in the box and the 3 on the outside. So I had negative 2 in the box and then 3.
Who else was doing that? Landon was doing that, switching those around.
I don't know what I did.
Okay. Now, you notice I
I
didn't
did
ever...
it wrong, but I got the right answer.
Okay. No. How did you multiply 6 and 2? Okay, that's not wrong.
Oh.
Okay, now Emma just said, well, she did this. She said negative the square root of 12. Well, 12 would be 4 and 3, yes?
Yeah.
Square root of 4 is
2.
2. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing. The reason I just write out the factors is what if I have bigger numbers between like 6 and 2? What if I have like 36 and 53? I don't want to, or 54, I'm sorry. I don't want to multiply those together to have to break down. Alex, do you have a question? Because I'm giving helpful hints right now. Okay, so if I had the square root of 63 times the square root of 54, do you want to multiply out 63 and 54? No, I don't. So what I do is I start breaking it down. I go, I know I got 9 and 7, and I got 9 and 6.
Yeah.
That way, I don't have to multiply those out. I can bring out a set of what? 9. This is going to be 2 and 3, and this is going to be 7. So there's not going to be any more pairs, is there? So it's going to be 9 square root of 42.
So you would multiply the 7 and 6?
Yeah, because it's all multiplication. But by doing this, it saved me from having to multiply out 63 times 54, which is a lot of work that I don't want to do. Does that make sense? You don't have to, but with the way you did it, it's perfectly fine. They're little numbers. I just don't do it with, because big numbers get involved usually. Yes?
Since the 9's are inside the square root, wouldn't it be 3?
Okay, the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 9 is 3. What is 3 times 3? 9.
But
When you have a set of them, you bring out 1. Okay, another question.
Can I see 19? I'll get them real quick.
Okay.
I got that one right.
Okay. Next page. Questions.
26.
26. Okay, so do you want to take a look at it for a minute before we do it together? How many of you missed 26? Okay, so take a look at it a second.
She got it right.
You don't even have to erase anything if you don't want to. Write it next to it and see if you would approach it differently. And we'll go over it. Let's see if you'd approach it differently. Gerhard, did you get 26 right?
I don't know what the answer was. We were going too
Here,
fast.
I got it right on mine. You can look at mine. I'll show you. That's the answer.
That's
No, that's the answer. Yeah. Luke doesn't. Because she did it.
Can I start working?
Yeah. Done stuff.
Jared, stop. You're erasing my answers. What are you doing? Using your pens. Gary, what you The backside was pretty easy.
Huh?
If you could do the backside, you should have been able to do everything else.
I don't know what I did on 24, right? I got the right numbers.
Oh, wait.
In the wrong
I
places.
got negative 80 with the square root of 5.
Okay, so go back and check your multiplication. Austin, what'd you get?
I got 12 and then I got 3. Or negative 12.
Negative 12 squared of 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
So-
He squared it.
I'm going to step you through my work.
No, she.
Okay, look what I did. Where'd this 4 and 2 come from?
That one.
4 and 2. Yes?
Yep.
So 4 times 2.
Negative.
Okay, then I have the square root. I broke down the 15, which is what?
5.
3 and 5. I broke down 12 to 3 and 4. So I have a set of 3s, so a 3 can come out, yes? And the square root of 4 is 2. So I'm only left with what? 5. Now, 4 times 4, 2 times 2 is 4, times 4 is 16, 16 times 3 is 48. Pretty sure my multiplication's right.
You did. I did it a little bit different.
Okay, but that's fine. If you do it a little bit different, as long as you're coming out with the same,
Why do we have parentheses?
because parentheses means multiplication.
This is not right. This is not on that.
Well, I multiply 15 times 20, and I got 180.
Where'd you get 20? You added again.
No,
Do you?
no.
Yes, you did. You added 2 and 5 and got 5. You added 2 and 3 and got 5. Multiplied by 4 and got 20.
No, I said 180. I got 180 by multiplying 15 and 12.
Where did you get 15?
The problem?
Okay, but what did I tell you not to do? If you multiply 15 times 12, you get what? 180?
Yeah. and
Okay,
then I work that out.
Okay, 180 is 9 times 10. Yes?
But-
Or 9 times 20.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay, and 20 is 4 times 5?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what is the square root of 9?
3.
3. Right there. What is the square root of 4?
2.
Right there. And you're left with
5.
5.
Yeah. then I did -8 times 3.
But you should have taken -8 times 6.
Why 6?
Because 2 times 3 is 6. You have 4 times 2 times 3 times 2.
No, but I got the 3 from the 9.
I understand that. Watch. This 4 is right here. This 2 is right there. So you have to take 4 times 2 times 3 times 2. Okay, we didn't do the Excels, so I have another worksheet for you. Okay, this is 8 problems. It is 8 problems like the front.
Are you gonna pick up our?
Those should have been, I will pick those up, but you should have already had them turned in.
Well, I had them turned in. I don't wanna.
Okay, but you have a